I want to ask, how does women taking 2 pills to pass a fetus barely the size of a quarter, how does that affect you as a man? This is your religion.
Okay.
We can agree on that, right? This is your religion. This is what you follow. This is your book. This is not me. I don't have to conform to your religion just because you think I should. Do we agree on that?
Yes, but you do have to follow the law, and when we pass laws against abortion, you have to follow that.
But are those laws based in a religion that I do not follow?
Yes.
Why do I have to conform to that?
Because it's the law.
Why are the laws that I follow as a non-Christian based in religions that I do not follow?
We're a Christian country.
But if anybody here has gotten an abortion, I want to know how would you know?
I wouldn't.
You don't? Okay, so why do you care?
Because we need to have a nation that has just laws, and when we have unjust laws, it affects everyone.
But we don't have just laws because there are thousands of innocent people getting incarcerated every day for cases they
Should we have overturned slavery? Should we have done that?
Yes.
Okay, if you were living in the North, you didn't have any slaves, you had nothing to do with slavery.
Listen, slaves were in the North.
I know, but if you lived there, had nothing to do with any slaves, should you have advocated to overturn slavery?
Yes, because I don't think my people should be enslaved.
Okay, I don't think my people, little babies in my country, my countrymen, I don't think they should be murdered.
Nice to meet
Joshua.
you. Sorry, wrong hand.
It's okay.
Nice
Deja.
to meet you. Yes.
Great to meet you, Deja.
I do want to start off by saying I'm not here to talk about Charlie Kirk.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I
do want to ask a couple questions.
Yeah.
They kind of already detailed it for me, but I do want to ask, why is abortion your focus? Why are we not worrying about the active children that are dying in Gaza, the active children that are dying under American territory?
Great question. I'm an American, and I have nothing to do with Gaza. But I am a voter in America, and I can have an impact on whether or not little babies are being killed in my country. Okay, and so when it comes to God, I think every innocent child that dies is an absolute travesty. But here's the thing: we weren't wired to care about the globe. We were all wired to care about like 9 people in your life, right? But we have social media, so we have access to all this information.
Well, I mean, it's not social media. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
It's not initially social media. I will say there has been newspapers, articles, things that have been around for years to give us information about what's going on.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that I have nothing to do with that. I do have something to do with my country, and there are women, millions of women who are killing their own children in my country, and so I can actually have an impact on that. I can change hearts and minds and get people to understand. It does, yeah.
I do want to ask, how is that your business?
Oh, okay. So let me ask you this as a follow-up question.
Yes.
Would you consider it my business if I had a 1-year-old and I threw him in the dumpster to die?
Why are we going radically?
No, I'm because whenever you have to put out hypothetical situations to demonstrate a point. So my question for you is, no, well, that's how logic works. So what I'm saying is I'm exposing your point here. Should I be allowed to do that? Would that affect you?
Why is it? It doesn't affect me. I would be sad because that is a 1-year-old that you're throwing.
Should we be allowed to do that?
We're
as a
not
country?
talking about that.
I know, but
I'm talking about women
Yes.
who go to the hospital and take 2 pills. It's a mifepristone.
Yes.
And they take a pill. It passes under the tongue, and it passes the fetus before it has a
And
chance
your question
to
is,
form.
how does it affect me?
How does it affect you? Yes. Is that your child?
It affects me because I live in a country with murderers.
If that child was put into the foster care system, would you go out of your way to adopt that child? How many children have you adopted? I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about your church. I'm talking about you, baby.
I have adopted 0 children.
So then why do you care?
Because I care when people get murdered.
Is it people, or is it a little cell about this big?
Do you know when human life begins?
Human life does not begin at conception. I'm very sorry. It's not. It's connected to the camera.
We're not allowed to use a speaker.
Yeah, they're not allowed to have a speaker.
Technical issues with the microphone.
So that you can hear it.
It's for the camera.
It feeds into the camera. Yeah.
So what was your question?
It does not begin directly at
I'll tell you guys. If you guys, I'm a loudmouth, so I'll try to repeat her question.
I'll try to be loud as well.
Okay.
Can everybody hear me?
Okay. All right, say your question again.
I want to ask, how does women taking 2 pills to pass a fetus barely the size of a quarter, how does that affect you as a man?
Because first of all, it's not just women taking 2 pills. It's also women going into abortion clinics and having little babies ripped limb from limb. If anyone has watched an abortion,
That has already been debunked.
No, it's not. I have watched an abortion. I'm getting to the question. All right, let me get to the question. So first of all, can we agree that it's immoral to inject poison into a little baby who's 6 months old? I know. I'm trying to get. Listen, guys, if you want this to be a discussion, we've got to get on the same page. Can we agree that it's immoral to inject a 6-month-old baby with poison and rip it limb from limb.
talking about
I know,
that,
but we
sweetheart.
have
I'm
to
so
find
sorry.
common ground.
I'm talking, we have our common ground.
No, we don't.
We've already agreed on the fact that I don't think it's right for you to take a 1-year-old and dump it into a
Great.
dumpster.
Okay.
So
then
we can
why
agree
is it
on
okay to kill a 6-day-old?
Because it is the size of a quarter.
So
have
it's
you ever
size.
actually seen
Yes.
a
So
fetus?
size is what brings about moral worth. Is that so? Size gives you moral worth, because then that is a very morally worthy person right there, and you're less morally worthy. I know.
Tell me when to stop. When to stop.
What? Guys like to be big.
This is a 20-year-old man.
You like to be big, right?
We're talking about fetus.
I love being big.
And you have yet to answer. What's going on?
Okay.
How does my fetus question, how does that impact you?
Because
I'm
I have to
asking
share a country with murderers.
You share a country with murderers in our government.
Yes, and they should be prosecuted.
So you think the United States military deserves to be prosecuted?
What about the cops?
Anyone who engages in unlawful murder, yes.
They go to another country and they bomb kids.
Anytime there is an unlawful
Or is it
killing,
murder that you're okay with?
no, it's any unlawful murder I am not okay with, and they should be prosecuted.
So what do you consider unlawful murder?
So whenever an innocent person is murdered,
So how do you feel about the kids in Gaza?
I've told you, I have nothing to do with Gaza. I'm an
Do
American.
you care about the children in Gaza morally because God compels you to care about the children dying?
Yes,
You care
yeah. If I see a video of some children being bombed, yeah, it's gut wrenching. It's horrible. It's awful. It's disgusting. I hate it. I have nothing to do. I can have no effect on that.
And I agree.
I'm an American.
100%.
I'm an American.
But it does impact you in the sense of you being a Christian and a good Christian man. I hope
Yeah,
it does
so I care
impact
about
you.
that, but I can't
And
do
I hope
anything.
that you are as loud about those children over there that's getting bombed as you are about unborn kids that haven't even seen the light of day.
I can't.
And
Why
hope
would I
you're
be as
as
loud about that when I can do nothing about it? I
You
can do something
so
about
much
it.
about it. You can do so much about it.
I'm not Gazan. I'm not
You
Israeli.
don't
I'm an
have to
American.
be. Do you think that white people weren't also marching for black people?
I don't know. Those are all Americans.
Doesn't matter. Do you think
It seems like we're going to disagree here. So what I'm getting at is, as far as abortion is concerned, I don't want to share a country with murderers.
You
okay?
share a country with murderers every day. Did you know that 1 in 43 people you stand next to is a murderer?
And they should be prosecuted.
You wouldn't know they're a murderer. You don't know who here has gotten an abortion. You don't know about that.
So
that doesn't affect you. Think about it though. Every day of your life, you have probably stood next to a woman that has gotten next to an abortion.
So should we? So because there are murderers, should we repeal the law against murder since people are just going to murder anyway?
No, he never answered my question. And it's fine.
What?
I said, how does it affect you? And you just keep saying, I don't want to stand next to murder.
No, I don't want to. Okay, how about this? I don't want a country that legalizes murder. That's bad and evil.
But it has a different
That's
name.
evil.
If it was
So-
murder, we would call it murder, but it's abortion.
But also, I do want to add one more thing.
Okay.
This is your religion.
Okay.
We can agree on that, right? This is your religion. This is what you follow. This is your book. This is not me.
Yes.
I don't have to I don't have to conform to your religion just because you think I should. Do we agree on that?
Yes, but you do have to follow the law, and when we pass laws against abortion, you have to follow that.
But are those laws based in a religion that I do not follow?
Yes.
Why
You
do
still
I
have to
have to
follow it.
conform to that?
Because it's the law.
Why are the laws that I follow as a non-Christian based in religions that I do not follow?
We're a Christian country.
No, we are not.
We are a Christian country.
We are a Christian country now because colonizers ransacked this motherfucker, but we are not a Christian country. America is not founded on a generalized religion.
It 100% is.
So what are you going to say about the Native Americans who are
That
Hellenistic?
wasn't America. That was a continent. The United States of America is an Anglo-European project sent from the motherland, from England, with a constitution and a Bill of Rights. That's what a country is.
But there
with
were
borders.
people here before Mr. Columbus,
Yes,
so I'm
yes.
confused.
We had a group of warring tribes who were cannibalizing and raping and pillaging each other for
Were
years and years
they,
and
or
years
was
and years.
it Columbus that has proven, there are texts that prove that Christopher Columbus actually used to rape and pillage women?
Okay, that's not true, but
Is it not true?
No.
Can you show me where it's not true? This is a genuine
that's
question.
not how logic works. You can't just make a statement and then an outrageous statement and tell me to prove it's not true. You have to prove that it is
That
true.
is actually how that works.
Okay.
You can prove. I am a history major. I have read a million texts about the things that man has done and his troops and what they have done to Native American and indigenous people. I would like for you to show me where you disprove me. If you are disagreeing with me, you bear that burden of proof. You bear that burden of proof.
I'll just reject your claim. It's not true. And America was
Is
founded.
it because you can't prove it, or because it's genuinely not true?
America was founded by Christians. It was founded for Christians.
Sorry, I'm yelling so everybody can hear.
Fine,
I'm not yelling
fine.
at you.
That's fine. I've got thick skin. You can yell at me. It's okay. I don't
Can you
mind.
answer the question?
No.
Can you answer the question?
What's your question
I
that I
want
haven't
you to
answered?
tell me how a woman, any woman here, not to air to anybody's business, but if anybody here has gotten an abortion, I want to know how would you know?
I wouldn't.
You don't. Okay,
I
so
wouldn't
why
know.
do you care?
Because we need to have a nation that has just laws, and when we have unjust
But
laws,
we
it
don't
affects
have
everyone.
just laws because there are thousands of innocent people getting incarcerated every day for cases they
Should
did
we
not
have
commit.
overturned slavery? Should we have done that?
Yes, we should have overturned slavery.
Okay, so why? You're not a
What
slave.
does that have to do with
You're not a
anything?
slave.
I would have been.
Oh my God!
But what does slavery have to do with anything?
Because you have what? Okay, if you were living in the North, you didn't have any slaves. You had nothing to do with slavery.
Slaves had
Listen,
slaves were in the North.
I know, but if you lived there, had nothing to do with any slaves, should you have advocated to overturn slavery?
Yes, because I don't think my people should be enslaved.
Okay, I don't think my people, little babies in my country, my countrymen, I don't think they should be murdered. How does that affect slavery? Doesn't affect you, little babies.
We're talking
they do
about
affect
babies. We're not talking about slavery. I want you to answer my question.
I see one woman clapping. One woman. I feel like if you don't have a uterus, you have no right.
Yeah, it's also you don't have a uterus, so it's really not your business.
So, all
at
right,
the end of the day.
sure, okay. What this is called, if you guys want to know the technical communist word for this, it's called standpoint epistemology. Standpoint epistemology. It's the idea that you can't have true knowledge about something
Do you just throw
unless
out
you've
the word
experienced
communism whenever somebody disagrees
No,
with
like
you?
gay race communism is basically taking over our universities at this point, and so
Can you define that, please?
yeah, sure. Okay,
Gay
so gay race communism, basically our liberal modern
What does this have
culture.
to do with the question? I mean,
Okay, you're right. We'll go back. I answered the question already. It affects me. It affects me because I don't want to live in a country
But
with
he used
murderers.
the
I don't want to have
example of
laws that
slavery,
allow
which,
us to
yes,
kill
that
the most
directly
vulnerable
affects
people
me.
among
I'm
us.
black.
Just like you would want to overturn slavery, I want to overturn abortion.
Okay, but I still have a connection to slavery because I'm black. You don't have any connection to abortion. You're a man.
Okay. So can I at least care about white babies?
Why? Why are you caring about white
You just said that I can
At
only.
least
You just said that I'm only allowed to care about people that have the same pigmentation of my
I said that I don't have a connect. You don't have a connection to abortion because you're a man.
But I'm white.
I have
What
a
about white
direct
babies?
connection to
Are you a
slavery
white
because
baby?
I'm black.
The fuck?
Are you a white baby?
What were white people are the ones who overturned slavery? Should they have not done that
White
because
people
they
were
didn't
the
have a
ones
connection?
perpetuating slavery.
White Christians are the ones who overturned slavery.
No.
White Christians.
No.
If you guys just read a history book, white Christians
I
are the
think
ones who
we're
overturned
reading two
slavery.
separate
And
history
not
books,
only that,
actually.
guys, not only that, they stopped it across the entire world. The British are the ones who stopped the slave trade. Look it up.
We are reading two separate history books because white Christians enslaved under the idea that that was what they believed in. There is slavery in the Bible.
There's no slave out there.
Yeah. Let's keep it. All right, let's go to the
Let's
next
keep a
person.
topic to this.
Yeah.
He's the one that talked about slavery. I
All
was
right,
just following exactly what
let's
you
bring up
said.
the next person. Thank you for your time. I really